Hello and welcome back to another short Space Engineers Showcase video. Now in today's video I saw something rather interesting on the workshop, and thank you computer for interrupting me. It's this giant engineer statue. What does it do, you ask? Not a clue. In fact, I think the only thing it actually does is rotate on a single rotor. But just how big is this statue? Well, I did this and I shoved it on top of the starting base on the Easy Start Mars. As you can see, it is very big compared to the starting base, especially considering my little character down here, who is absolutely tiny in comparison. In fact, if I just come into first person and fly up, I don't know, let's just go and sit into this little bit here. Yes, it does have thrusters on it, that's how it's basically staying at level. So like this, turn it around. It's very big compared to the standard engineer. Now he does have some little features on him such as thrusters, so if you did want to move the engineer itself, you can do, although I'm not sure how stable it would actually be. I think it's more just to keep it stable while it's spinning on this tiny little rotor, which must be a health and safety issue. I mean, this block gone, and the whole statue's gone, but I will come back and destroy that block at the very end. So we have thrusters, we have a lot of detail. The developer himself actually added in this gun, smoothed off a lot of the edges because you can build this in the Space Engineers editor. So we have panels all around which are adding at the light for the guns and the lights on the suit itself. We have a giant ass gun right here, very well done. This is the helmet. Around here we have the little lights on the side. And as we come around the back, not too much, we have the big jetpack over here with even more thrusters. Very well done on the back here, very well done. As we come further down, we just have a few more hidden thrusters and of course a lot more blocks. But it does look magnificent. If I was to come back here, in fact let's take a screenshot of that, that could be used as a thumbnail. This is what the engineer looks like in its entirety. It's very well done, very well done indeed. But it does take up a lot of the block limit. If I come over to here and type in giant engineer statue, you can see it uses 59,000 blocks, which is rather incredible. The developer himself has created a little backstory for this statue. So he says, there was a great war and the demand for vehicles and ships were excessive. People say the true heroes of the war were the engineers building all these vehicles to support the troops on the front line, blah blah blah. The statue can hold over 4,000 engineers, showing just a fraction of the loss of the war. It's also just for my city, so he has a little city on here and it's like a memorial statue to all the engineers who died during a war in his world. But yeah, that is basically it. There isn't much else to this statue. We do have this lovely little base we can walk around on, and if I come over to here we have a reactor, and this is basically what's inside it. So we have some corner lights, thrusters, we got some reactors, spotlights, panels and all that. But that is basically it. So there's only one last thing to do with this thing, and that is of course remove the block. So if I come over here, info, convert to a ship. That's more like it. There goes the engineer. He is a tumbling. He's not breaking though. Typical Space Engineers fashion. He's just winding around all upside down like and now he is drunk. So I'm just gonna blow him up with some warheads. So there's that. Oh, it didn't really go as planned. He is just spinning around on that platform, head first on the station. He might fall over. But anyway, this is the giant engineer's statue. There's not much else to talk to it. It's just a rather fancy decoration if you wanted to have it in your world. And I'll be back with another Space Engineers video sometime soon. Bye bye.